because he was the only guy who asked you for an invite. He might have been the third
Oh.
musketeer.
Must be.
Anyway, if you can just invite Yash. I would invite the
Yeah,
others,
yeah.
but this game is really, really testing my limits
मैं I'll
again.
add किसको ऐड करना है यश ऑक्सीडाइज
Oxidize
एंड जिष्णु
Jishnu, yeah.
ठीक है
Thankfully, Yash was on the podium, so I didn't do one lesser person today
जिष्णु
because
हाँ यस
I really cannot be asked.
ऑक्सीडाइज इज नॉट ऑनलाइन क्या इज ऑनलाइन क्या स्ट्रीम का नाम क्या है
Cooldown room.
ओके वी हैव ऑक्सीडाइज एंड यश विद अस स्ट्रीम चालू है
Yes, stream began like 10 minutes ago.
ओके ऑलराइट
Oh,
cool we are waiting on Jishnu to join but well we have had an I can't hear Jishnu. I can't hear Yash or Oxida is.
I am here, bro.
Yes, I know. I just audible. So perfect. We are waiting on Jishnu. All right. Do you want to start? But with Oxida
yeah,
maybe.
wait. I
Race
think
winner.
Jishnu said he's just joining, so I'll give it like 10
Yeah, he's
minutes.
joining. All right. There you go. So maybe we can start in proper order. We can go 3, 1, 2. We can talk to the. Let's see.
All right.
Can't hear Jishnu.
Yo, Jishnu. What's up? Yo, Jishnu, you're not audible right now. Can you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear
Yeah,
you.
no,
Okay, fine.
you're audible now.
All right. So, Jishnu, I think crazy, wild, adventurous, some words to describe that race, especially for you, because we saw you like going in deep into the Della Rosa chicane like at least 3 times. I might have missed the other ones, but I would say P3 quite you'll quite a decent result considering what was happening in that race with like the
No,
battles and stuff.
no, definitely I'll take it. But
Jishnu, just
first of
before
all,
you
congrats.
begins, there's an echo somewhere. Can you just turn your phone off?
Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's better
Yeah.
now. Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
So yeah, first of all, congrats to Oxidize and Yash on the title. Very well deserved actually. But yeah, man, the race was chaos. I was full on rage at some point because some people try to take them out purposely when you try to race cleanly, but it's not the other way around. Um, but yeah, I had incidents and tried to recover. Didn't want to give up anytime. Just it's a league race, so anything can happen at the end. And the safety car, I just put on to softs. Lot of people touching each other at the turn one, which created so much chaos. And at some point, I made like a 3 overtakes at the same time, which I'm kind of proud of. But yeah, I mean P3 any day I'll take it after that chaotic race. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chips, if you really wish to ask him something else about his race. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the end of this race again because of the billion-dollar
Yeah.
company and their brilliant
But
8 servers. But
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
congratulations, Vishnu. Another
Well
podium.
done. Yep.
Yeah, good job. You have kept the constructors just alive enough for the last week. So we have something to talk about in the last week. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
moving
definitely.
on, normally we would do race winner last, but considering the occasion, we should do race winner second. Oxidize. You there?
Hello, bro.
Yeah. Just what I don't really know what to say about your race. I'm pretty sure that everybody in this race was at least last or first at one point, and I think just towards the end, did you think about going for soft tires on the last safety car and not the mediums?
Well, I wasn't thinking about going on soft because I knew softs couldn't do more than 5 laps. So my idea was to go on mediums as I did.
We seem to have lost him, but yeah, I think medium tires are a smart gamble, but then the safety car center staying out for like 5 laps. So, on that note, Chips, if you have anything, did you want to?
Yep, I want to ask a very odd question. What happened to you on your final quali run? Because I think we saw you about right at the end there. So you were looking set for pole, I think it was right at the end. So
Yeah,
just
bro. I lost all the momentum in Parabolica. So I missed my
okay.
braking point. I just ran straight. So I just made sure the car turned, not ending up into the barriers. I guess I carried too much speed. And I forgot to brake.
Possibly. Well, but nonetheless, you made up for it in the race. So good effort. Well done. Congrats to you.
Yeah, bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
And for the man of
now
the
moving
hour,
on to the man of
the
the
man of the
hour, the
moment.
man with the power, the man who could probably. He says this to me, so I should return the favor. Considering how this season has gone, we could literally start him like with like if you took like a 25 place grid penalty and like he was actually 25 places behind, he would still probably end up winning. Yash, what do you have to say about the race first of all, and then I'll ask you about the championship afterwards. But what do you think about the race itself?
Well, yeah, the sprint was quite something, wasn't it? I mean, I don't know what people were doing at the start. I kept myself away from everyone at turn one, but I think I got a brilliant start off the line. I think I jumped like about five, six cars right there itself. And then people were touching each other here and there, not really keeping it on track properly. And then I saw that Thakurwa and I forget who else, but someone had a penalty in front. So I didn't really try pushing any more than I needed to, just stick within that penalty gap which I had, and I knew I'd have P3. Again, on the start, the game acted very weird because I'm very sure that I got a green mark coming into my box, and I braked, and my car was stationary, and it just disqualified me. So I don't know what happened there, but again at the start, it was damn chaotic turn one, like always in Monza. I was I was as low as possible. I still got hit by a couple of cars, and then I think I ran into Caesar, who was equally trying to avoid everyone. And yeah, and after that, it was just madness at the safety car restart where I mean, I can pretty much say that we have a Pastor Maldonado amongst us now for his repeated offenses, similar repeated offenses, I'd say. But yeah, I ran I think a yellow or an orange wing through that period until I boxed for the mediums. And courtesy Thakurwa right at the end, who took away my rear wing also after that, which is why I couldn't really push at all. I was just trying to make sure that I remain in the DRS of Oxidize so that I don't get attacked from the back. And yeah, congratulations to him on the race win. That I mean, he is the one who's really on the up right now because he won a league race 2 nights ago and now another league race. So this pretty much is giving me the vibes of Nico Rosberg at the end of 2015, and then how he carried that momentum into a championship. So yeah,
Yeah.
Oxidize is definitely going to be someone we're going to have to watch out for.
Yeah, I like how you say that he has all the momentum when you've pretty much been on every single podium and have won more than half of the races. And and could argumentatively have won one more. We all know what that one is. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway,
Baku.
Chips, is there something you wish to ask him?
Now I think you've done a very thorough rundown of your race and well all the events that transpired. So just massive congratulations and well done to you on
Yeah,
an amazing
and
season and
yeah,
on the
and
championship.
now
Just
on to the
congrats.
second question, Yash, LOS champion. I mean, we have a lot of LOS champions now in plural now in the party. I think. I think if Smitsha would, if Smitsha had his way, then Chips would have definitely been a champion here. But um, thoughts, when did you really think
Luck.
that it was a possibility, that it was starting to become a more and more real possibility that you would not only win, because this was a really tight battle just like a month ago. It was like separate, like 15 points separating like the top four. So what do you think happened after those results where you're now won with like a race to spare, considering that Ahif and Jishnu until now hadn't missed any races as well. So I think that makes it even better because you pretty much did it in the same number of races and not like because somebody else missed a race. So what's your thoughts on the big gap? Do you think it's a
Uh,
fair gap?
I no, I don't think it's a fair gap. I think if Caesar didn't miss two races in the middle, he would have been much closer to me, probably quite much closer, and maybe this would have gone into the last race. And but yeah, I mean, I'm just quite delighted that I could maximize most of the results because I mean, apart from the wins, which some of them were very surprising. Like Japan, I didn't expect to win after being thrown out of the lobby and Silverstone getting taken out in the sprint again, reaching the podium. So I mean, I'm just quite happy that I could revive some of my races and come back to either win or on the podium. So yeah, it's a pretty topsy-turvy championship from the beginning. I mean, in the last 4 or 5 races, it's been a little more straightforward, but yeah, it was a good fight from Arif, and I mean, I thought Caesar would be starting to challenge me as well, but unfortunately, those two races he didn't race did cost him in the end. But yeah, the good feeling to having won my first championship
Yeah,
legally.
I think certain a certain person who calls himself a steward in some other league would be the reason this is your first championship. But um, I would like to say that you guys, you can still get the double. I mean, it could have been done tonight, but unfortunately your teammates suffered a very tragic circumstance today. So
Yep.
I think it's a 30-point gap between you guys and Haas. So it's still something to fight for, to do the double and win the constructors as well. So I assume that you guys will be going full out even on the last race weekend just to secure the entire both the championships.
Definitely, we will. I mean,
And
I
for
definitely
Ahif's
will
sake,
be.
I hope he marks his attendance beforehand next week, and not like 5 minutes after the qualifying, after sprint quali has begun.
No, he wasn't going to race today, so he was just messing with you. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully next week we can wrap up the constructors as well.
Yeah, Chips. I
Yep.
mean, if you have anything to ask him, you have been in a title fight in LOS yourself, so I think you
Nah, I
are pretty
mean,
much.
he's done pretty well compared to well somebody like myself. I didn't really have the best of runs to the end there, but yeah, just well done to you. Massive congrats. I
On
don't know how it would
Chips's
feel to have a championship, but
On Chips's
one
modest
day I
note,
will.
given that he finished either first or second in the last 10 races of his LOS championship season, but yeah, on that modest note, that is going to be the end of this stream. Congrats to Yash for winning the LOS season. Congrats to Oxidize for winning this race, and to Jishnu and Yash as well again for the podium sitters. And thank you once again, Chips, for coming on to comms. It's been a solo show the
Yes.
last few weeks, so luckily this wasn't a solo show again. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring you the end of the race again because Cody's again um, just manages to be the best game
It's usual.
developer ever. Four nominations now in a row, by the way, for F1 for Racing Game of the Year. So I would just like to know where the judges have found Shadow Stash, because yeah, there is just something weird going on with this. But anyway, we shall see you for the final race day in Austria. We still have the constructors to wrap up between Ferrari and Ferrari Juniors. So let's see who comes out on top in that regard. And from me, we fix. That is it. I am signing out. Peace, people.